Hi everyone, and welcome to yesterday's General Hospital recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. Let's get right to it. At the Metro Court, Tracy wants Laura to go on this trip to Turkey with her, and Laura's like, no, and Tracy doesn't take it well. She keeps trying to pull Laura in, but Laura doesn't want to leave Lulu. She tells Tracy she has to rectify this whole Valentine situation. Like, she can't leave right now. And Tracy's like, fine, I'll hire a bunch of guards to come with me. And Laura's like, I think you should be more delicate, you know? Maybe learn the culture and don't be obnoxious. And Laura says that, she needs to try and fit in and maybe learn some Turkish. What an idea. Also at the Metro Court, Curtis's phone rings. It's Jason. He asks for help with something Jake related, and they're going to meet up in the morning. Curtis and Jordan finally do kiss at the bar area after some talk about their back and forth. I know. And they're going to get out of here, but then Jordan gets paged. Emergency at the floating rib. And Curtis is like, it's probably nothing. And I'm like, you, sir, maybe you do belong on the PCPD after all. At the penthouse, Sam put Danny to bed. They have some time to themselves, and Jason's worried about Jake. Jason fills her in on the Franco and Jake pictures and the Scarecrow, the Helena book, and Sam's like, why now? And Jason tells her about what Jake said about the curse. And it's like, well, how could Jake know? And she asks, what she can do. But Jason can't figure out if it's just a game. And Sam says, Franco's besides the point. Like, whether it's scary, like, that's beside the point. And then Jason tells Sam about what he said to Liz about the custody agreement. And he doesn't intend to go through with it. But Sam is going to be real with him. She would love to trust Elizabeth. She thinks she believes she lives for her kids. But she's dating Franco. And it's twisted. And, she loves him. And she's allowing her children to love him. And she has a lot invested in being right about him. And the important thing is Jake and what's going on with him. And they need to focus on that. So he had an idea of where to start, and he has a game plan, and it happens tonight. And Curtis is on board and will be helping in the morning. At General Hospital, Liz calls Franco. She's not happy with how they left things. Kiki is volunteering at the hospital. She might even get certified to be a nurse's aide. She's volunteering in psych. It's intense. It breaks her heart because a lot of the patients remind her of Morgan. But Liz is sure they're happy to have her around. And then Kiki asks Liz about Franco. So Kiki asks if they got in a fight. And Liz is like, no, it's because of Jason. She tells her about the move-in and then Jason's threat. And Elizabeth doesn't blame Sam and Jason for not trusting him. But Kiki doesn't know, like, the details of before. So she's like, don't let Jason bully you. And I'm like, sweetie, take several seats. She gets to call, she gets to call the shots, not Jason. Again, several seats. And this is not a fight she should be picking, like, at all. So Liz hopes Jason will cool off, and Kiki is being super judgmental and involved, and I'm like... so Liz doesn't feel Liz feels a move-in right now would be too volatile. And she tells Kiki she'll do anything to keep her kids with her. And Kiki's like, even if it means losing Franco... You've been in the situation for 5 minutes. Like, I don't understand. So she doesn't want Liz to let Jason bully her again with this bully. Like, I can't. Like, it's like you can't have a conversation with it. And I'm like, girl, you don't even know what you're talking about. Like, I can't. At Windermere, Franco came over and has a present for Nina. It's a home brewing kit. And he, she's like, yeah, have one, but it'll be a spare in case the other one breaks. Which, with these things, it probably will in like 5 minutes. So he keeps trying to make conversation. He needs to talk to someone. She's that someone. It's about Liz and Jake. He feels like, kind of a father and, Jake's father and blah, blah, blah. And Nina's like, really? Really? And she spells out why this is weird. Like, because he wanted to be a father to their hypothetical kids. But, like, Jake just has no problem being a father there. So she's truly, truly happy now, so it's fine. But again, I don't think she is. And she thanks him, for letting her go. So now she's happy. And, she doesn't regret that he ended things. And I'm like, oh, what do you freaking do? So Franco tells her about Jason's threat. And he doesn't want to live without Jake or Liv. And, Liz. Ooh, Freudian slip there. She's like, then don't. But she doesn't know how, like, but there's nothing like after that. So Nina says that their custody thing with Lulu is different because they're married and there's legalities, and she's legally Charlotte's stepmother, and Franco is nothing to Jake. And I think she took a little pleasure saying that. And Franco is like, "You're right, I should marry Elizabeth." And Nina's like, "Fine, now get out." At the floating rib, the robber takes Ned and Olivia's phones. They target Ava like she's their hostage. Like, if anyone does anything, we'll, you know, blow her brains out. And I'm like, okay, like anyone in that bar is gonna, like, really care if she dies. Like, I know that's mean, but they literally picked the least sympathetic person in that bar. So now they want valuables. And Ned tries to hide the ring behind a candle, and I'm like, good job, Ned. Yeah, that candle, like right here, that's not even, I'm sure they don't see that ring box at all. So now Lucy and Ava empty their bags, and the guy spots the pill bottle. So Ava tries to get the bottle, but the robber tells Lucy to put everything in the bag, including the pills. So the robber wants the ring from Olivia and Ned because he's not blind. And Olivia takes the ring. She won't give it up. She will protect it. It was given to Ned by his grandmother, by the love of her life, and Ned's like, yeah, it's not worth your life, though. And the other robber comes over, he holds a gun on her, and Ned says to shoot him if they're going to shoot someone, and if she's serious about saving this ring, she needs to swallow it right now. And then I was like, wait, because I'm, like, having thoughts here. My mom was in a holdup once in a robbery. She was, a victim, obviously, not the robber. So, she, at a very young age, she taught me the things to do if you're ever in that situation. And one of the things you do is if you have a ring on, you swallow it. But this ring, this diamond, is huge, so it would probably cause a lot of damage. And I'm like, Ned, be a little poorer. Don't give her the most biggest ring in the world. So Ned begs Olivia to just hand the ring over, but she won't. And then Ned, goes to lunch, and there's a gunshot, and it's like, oh no. But Jordan and Curtis are there with other police officers. That was their gunshot. Ned apparently had jumped in front of Olivia, and she wasn't letting Lila's ring go. And Olivia's like, no, Lila was, I didn't know her, but from everything I hear, she was like the patron saint of Port Charles. Then they hug, and she puts the ring on in the midst of all this. So Ned says he's sorry for pressuring her about the proposal. He doesn't want to wreck what they have, and if she's not ready, he understands. And she says that she needs to get out of her own way, when it comes to this kind of stuff. And then she proposes to him, and he says yes, and officially puts the ring on her, and it's like, oh, it's so sweet. Yesterday was a good episode. And then Ava goes for the backpack, and Jordan's like, no, evidence. And I'm like, yes. Evidence! I'm so happy. I wish my bags looked better because I'm so happy right now. Oh, I'm going to wear my new lipstick on today's one because I have to go to work and whatever. And it's dark purple lipstick, and it's it's not daytime lipstick, But anyway, end scene. Enough about me and my new lipstick that I absolutely love that Cassie got me. So Laura concedes, but Tracy doesn't want her on the trip anymore. But she really wants to go for Edward's sake. So Tracy and Laura are gonna head on an adventure, and Tracy even hugs her, and I'm like, I am so happy right now. I know why they're doing this. I know it's gonna lead up to, so I'm gonna be sad in a few months, but for right now, I'm happy. Jordan says that the items in the backpack need to be logged into evidence. So then they take the backpack, and Lucy is living right now, and so am I, and she's gonna take the statue, and Ava's like, no. And Lucy's like, hey, I held up my end of the deal. This mine, and goes running out. Curtis is still not joining the PCPD. She has paperwork to do, so rain check on the later. Kiki wants Liz to tell Franco he can move in, and if Jason throws a fit, then fight back. Okay, thanks for the advice, Kiki. Now, you literally just got your life figured out 2 seconds ago. Take several seats. I learned that from my friend, so I'm sorry, it's my thing right now. Franco comes into the hospital, and he asks Liz to marry him. Jason arrives at Windermere, and he needs to speak with Valentine about Jake. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So that is it for yesterday's General Hospital recap. Today's hasn't aired yet. I'm officially all caught up. Boom, boom, boom. So I will see you hopefully later tonight for more General Hospital, and I hope you have a great day. Bye. Who's behind me? No one's behind me. It's a ghost.